shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can!
Grandpa! No! Be careful! Grandpa, stop! Grandpa in my pocket! It was the weekend. Mum was working at the bike shop and Jemima was at her dance class, so it was our job to get the house ready. We were expecting a visitor, someone we hadn't seen for ages.
Excuse me, Grandpa.
Oh yes, Cousin Alvin was coming to stay.
We must save some lemon bonbons for Alvin. Eh, Wolfie?
Lemon bonbons are Grandpa's favourite sweets.
I'm going to sort out a bike for Alvin. Then we can go on a long ride all round Sunny Sands.
Yes, he loved the bike ride when he came before.
Ah, Cousin Alvin, eh? He was such a lovely little chap. I can't wait to see his little cheeky face. Always smiling, always laughing. I do hope he's still like that.
But Cousin Alvin wasn't still like that. He was like this. Alvin had been with us for hours. And all he'd done was lie on the sofa and listen to his music. Even worse, he'd scoffed all Grandpa's lemon bonbons. And then he'd fallen asleep.
All he does is sleep. We can't have this, Jason. We need a plan.
And soon Grandpa had come up with a plan. Oh yes, he was planning sweet dreams for Cousin Alvin.
He's turned into a terrible teenager. There's only one way to teach him a lesson.
Not a shrinking cap, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can!
Grandpa, come back! You know when Grandpa shrinks, he can get up to all kinds of magical things. He can get into my car and make it go. Grandpa, stop! He can ride on Gordon, my toy seagull. Not the plane, Grandpa! He can fly off in my plane. Grandpa, come back here! Just as I was about to grab Grandpa, Dad came in.
Alvin, do you want to come and test the height of the saddle? Oh, he's fast asleep. Grandpa gone for a little lie down, has he? Expect he's fast asleep too.
Dad has no idea about Grandpa's magic shrinking cap. I couldn't see Grandpa anywhere. I knew he'd have an idea, but what? Then suddenly, I saw a big flower making its way towards Alvin.
What was that?
Of course, I had to pretend it was me.
What'd you do that for? Pesky little kid. I'm so hungry. Isn't there any, food in this house? Got any crisps? Or jammy jumbly biscuits? What about ice cream? I need ice cream.
Why did you wake him up, Grandpa? Now he's after our jammy jumblies.
Don't worry. It's all part of my cunning plan.
But there was no time to hear what Grandpa's cunning plan was. Cousin Alvin was coming back. He was being so greedy. I knew Grandpa wasn't going to like it.
Did that biscuit tin just hiccup?
I don't think biscuit tins can hiccup.
Weird.
Grandpa was having fun, but I had to get Alvin out of the way before he went too far.
Shall we go out? Dad wants to take us for a bike ride.
Nah, boring. Got any more sweets?
No, but we could buy some from Mr. Whips's shop.
Okay then.
The good news was that Alvin was leaving the house. The bad news was that Grandpa was going with him. Mr. Whoops is called Mr. Whoops because he's always having little accidents. He drops things. He falls over things. He falls off things.
Whoops!
He even trips over his own feet.
Whoops!
I was really hoping Grandpa would behave himself, because the last time he was in Mr. Whoops' shop, he did this. He had a great time jumping from shelf to shelf. You know when Grandpa's got an idea in his head, there's no stopping him.
Those will do for starters.
What? All of them?
Yeah. And I want some other stuff. Show me what you've got.
Well, there are strawberry chews, fizzy sherbet, peanut crunch, lemon bonbons.
Yeah, I want some lemon bonbons.
Oh, we seem to have run out. I might have some more in the back.
Oi! Where are my lollipops? They were just here.
I had a nasty feeling that Grandpa was up to something. And I was right.
You're in luck.
How did you do that?
I beg your pardon. Do what?
Those lollipops, they were dancing.
Very funny. You nearly had me there. You nearly had me there.
It wasn't a joke. And I want some chocolate raisins, and strawberry chews, and fizzy sherbet.
While
and those things that
Alvin
make
was
you
ordering more sweets, I went to look for Grandpa. I didn't find him anywhere,
Lots of chocolates. Caramel, toffee, licorice, and mint.
but I did find these. I had no idea why Grandpa had taken all the wrappers off the lollipops. But I didn't have to wait long to find out. A giant sweet was standing on the counter. Only it wasn't a sweet, it was Grandpa. But before I could catch him,
What? Sorry about that. I'll just get my dustpan and brush.
Alvin was coming back. There was nothing I could do.
Hey, look at that. It's huge. I won that one too.
But you can't!
Yes, I can. I'm going to gobble it all up in one go. Ah! It's alive!
This time, Grandpa had gone too far.
Hey, come here. I want to gobble you up.
You will do no such thing, you greedy boy. Too many sweets are bad for you, and too much lying about on sofas is bad for you too. You've got to change your ways, young man.
I'm getting out of here.
You can't get rid of me that
Help!
easily.
So the giant sweet ran after Alvin, and I ran after the giant sweet.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I had a little accident. Oh. They've gone.
I can't. I'm so tired.
He flung himself onto the sofa and was so tired from all the running, he soon fell fast asleep. Which, this time, was a good thing, because it gave me a chance to unwrap Grandpa. We made sure nobody was looking, then Grandpa took off his cap and came back to his normal size. Alvin was so tired, he slept and slept and slept until Grandpa decided that he slept long enough.
Time to wake up, Alvin.
Where am I? Was I asleep?
Yes, for ages.
I had this really weird dream.
Really?
Yeah. This great big sweep talked to me.
Now that is weird.
Anyway, I've had enough of lying about on the sofa. Too much lying about on sofas is bad for you. How about that bike ride? Hey, Uncle CJ, is my bike ready, please?
We did it, Jason. We turned Alvin back into the lovely little chap he used to be. Teamwork, eh?
Yes, Grandpa. Teamwork.
Honest, Jemima, it was the weirdest dream ever. I was chased down the street by a giant sweep, like this. And he said, "You can't get rid of me that easily."
Oh, Alvin, you're so funny.
It's been so good to see you. You must come and stay again soon.
Lemon bonbon, Alvin?
No thanks. Too many sweets are bad for you.
Grandpa in my pocket! This is me, Jason Mason, and I live here in Sunny Sands. It's called Sunny Sands because it's always sunny and it's by the sea. This is Mr. Whoops' toy shop, where you can buy anything and everything. And here's Miss Smiley's cafe, which serves the best ice cream sundaes in the world. My dad loves working in his bike shop, and we all love spending time at our beach hut on the beach. This is my house where I live with my mum, Dad, Sister Jemima, Grandpa, and his dog Beowulf. Beowulf is a very clever dog, and he loves playing games. In fact, we all love playing games, and today we were playing table football. Dad had borrowed a table football game for the weekend. I was on the red team with Grandpa, and Dad and Jemima were on the blue team. The whole family had got into the football mood. Jemima had even dressed her dolls, Peter and Persephone, in football kit.
Go!
Grandpa, you scored again!
Oh, well, I've always been good at football.
Shame you can't play anymore, Grandpa.
Yes, great shame.
Then Mum came into the garden. She'd just had a phone call.
I've just had a phone call. Guess who's coming over? Cousin Alvin. I told him about the table football. He can't wait to have a go.
But I thought Alvin didn't like sport.
He didn't, but he does now.
Cousin Alvin is always changing. Sometimes he's into playing music. Sometimes he's into eating ice cream. Sometimes he's into dancing. And sometimes he's into lying about on the sofa doing absolutely nothing. But now Cousin Alvin was into this. Sport, sport and more sport.
Don't overdo it, Alvin.
I'm okay. I need to get really fit so I can win at everything.
Oh, so you're into winning, are you?
Of course. There's no point in playing if you can't win.
Yes, this was the day we discovered that Cousin Alvin was in it to win it.
Go! That's another
And it wasn't long before Alvin was winning at table football.
3-0! 3-0!
I knew what Grandpa was thinking.
Let's make it 4.
I think I'll go for a little lie down.
Go!
I can't stand much more of this. We've got to make Alvin see that it's okay to lose.
He'll never see that.
He just might if my plan works. Only I need to be small.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can.
You know when Grandpa shrinks, he can get up to all kinds of things. He can drive off in my car. fly off in my plane.
Grandpa!
He can chuff about in our Sunny Sands train. He can get into all sorts of very small places. Or he can just run for all he's worth. And he wasn't the only one running. Alvin was making everyone jog on the spot to see who could keep going the longest. First, Mum gave up,
I don't think I was meant to run.
then Dad,
Sorry, I can't take any more.
and finally Jemima.
You're too good, Alvin.
I knew I'd beat you. I am the champion.
It was time to put Grandpa's plan into action.
So, what game should we play next then?
Don't look at me. I'm worn out. I think I'll go for a little lie down like Grandpa.
How about some real football? Or rugby?
I needed to get Alvin inside. I needed an idea, and I needed it fast.
How about Snap?
Snap?
Might not have been my best idea.
That's not a sport.
Are you saying you couldn't beat us at Snap then?
I could easily beat you at Snap. Bring it on!
So we went inside and started playing Snap.
Your turn, Jason.
No stopping allowed. Snap! You two are so slow.
Alvin was winning again. If Grandpa was going to do something, he needed to do it now.
Ow! Something just nipped me on the ankle. Has Beowulf got fleas?
No!
Of course, I knew it wasn't a flea. It was Grandpa.
Ow!
Snap!
That's not fair.
You're the one who said no stopping allowed, Alvin.
But I'm being attacked by a pesky little flea. I'm not playing anymore. It's a baby's game anyway. Who cares about winning a Snap? I want to play a proper sport. What else have you got?
So Jemima suggested we play our tennis game.
Great. I'll easily beat you.
Well, you got Alvin to lose, Grandpa. But he didn't find it fun.
It's got to be worth another try. Anyway, I'm rather enjoying being a pesky little flea.
So Mum got the tennis game out of the garage. And Jemima and Alvin started to play. The pesky little flea ran into the garden and hid behind a flower pot right next to Alvin. I was really worried that Grandpa would be spotted, but luckily everybody had their eyes on the ball, so they didn't see the flea creep out and nip Alvin on the ankle.
Ow, ow! It's that flea again!
I won!
No, you didn't.
I think she did, Alvin.
I don't want to play anymore.
Nor am I. You're such a bad loser.
I didn't even lose.
Yes, you did.
I'll make some lunch.
The good news was Jemima had won the game. The bad news was that she and Alvin had fallen out. I think you better stop being a flea, Grandpa. It's just making things worse, and now nobody's having fun.
Don't you worry, Jason. I've got a much better idea. You go and ask Alvin if he'd like to play table football with you. I'll do the rest.
Okay, I'll easily beat you at table football. As long as I don't get bitten again. I want to give that dog a bath.
So I went into the garden with Alvin. I had no idea what Grandpa was planning until I saw this. Grandpa had taken his clothes off and put Peter's football kit on. This time Grandpa had gone too far. He was standing on the table, pretending to be one of the footballers.
Can I be the red team, please?
Yes, okay. Ready to play?
Whoa! 1-0.
Beginner's luck.
Luckily, Alvin was so busy trying to win that he didn't notice that I had an extra player, or that it was my extra player who was scoring all the goals.
2-0. 3-0.
I was lucky.
4-0. Go, go, go.
seen anyone play like you. How do you do it?
Oh, I just relax and try to have fun.
You mean you don't care about winning?
Not really.
Weird.
Goal! 6-0. Yes.
Well, this not caring thing seems to work.
Maybe you should try it.
At 6-0 down, I'm willing to try anything. Come on, let's go for it.
We played on. Grandpa was doing a great job for my team, and as for Alvin, well, he started not to care so much. And the less he cared about winning, the more he started to have fun.
Goal! At last. 6-1.
Good shot.
Thanks.
Goal!
Nice one, Jason.
Thanks.
I don't believe it.
Alvin's losing and he's enjoying himself.
This was definitely worth waking up for.
Goal!
That's it. You've won, Jason. I don't know how he does it. He's an incredible player.
Well done, Alvin.
Come and have some lunch.
Of course, I couldn't tell him that the really incredible player was Grandpa.
Oh, I really enjoyed that, but I think I better go and get changed now.
I picked Grandpa up, put him in my pockets, and rushed back indoors.
I'm sorry I was so annoying earlier, Jemima. I just wanted to win too much.
That's okay. We can play table football again after lunch if you like.
Great. I'll easily beat you at table football. Only joking.
I put Grandpa down on the floor. He whipped off his shrinking cap and came back to his normal size.
Oh, we did it, Jason. We got Alvin to have fun even when he was losing. Ha! Teamwork, eh?
Yes, Grandpa. Teamwork.
Oh, Grandpa, you've woken up.
You missed a great game.
Did I?
We're going to play again. Do you want to join us?
Oh, no, thank you, Alvin. I'm a bit too tired to play football.
Oh, Grandpa, you don't have to actually play. You're so funny. Come on, Alvin.
Grandpa in my pocket! Our town is called Sunny Sands because it's always sunny and it's by the sea. This is my dad's bike shop. And this is Mr. Whoops' shop, which is the best toy shop in the world. Here's Miss Smiley's cafe. And this is our house. And today, Cousin Alvin was staying with us because it was the school holidays.
Captain Dumbletwit! Where are you? The alien poodles are invading.
Captain Dumbletwit, off to have his breakfast!
You two are obsessed with Captain Dumbledore.
Of course we are, Alvin. We love him, and Doojit.
I'm Panica.
Wah!
Sorry about this, Alvin.
Who's Panica?
She's Captain Dumbletwit's pot plant.
She panics whenever there's a problem.
Wah! I expect there'll be Dumbletwit games and things at Mr. Whoops' shop.
I must get my stuff. I'm late.
Alvin was looking after Mr. Whoops' shop today because Mr. Whoops had gone to visit his mum.
Ah, you'll need our help, Alvin.
No, I won't, Grandma.
Oh, of course you will. You never know, you might have a little accident.
I don't need help. I never need help. I can do it all on my own.
So, that was that then.
See you later.
Today there would be no help for Alvin.
There is no way that Alvin will cope in that shop on his own, Jason. He'll probably have more accidents than Mr. Whoops. I'm going too.
Not a shrinking cap, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can.
You know when Grandpa shrinks, he can get up to all kinds of mischief. Grandpa! He can get into my car and make it go. He can fly off in my toy plane. And today, he'd got into our Sunny Sands train and was chuffing about. Grandpa, come back!
Oh, Jason, you never go out of playing with that, do you?
This time, Grandpa had gone too far. In fact, he was off to the toy shop in our Sunny Sands train. I knew I was going to find some way of getting there too, to help Grandpa. Alvin was putting some puzzles on shelves when Grandpa ran in. Then he went out the back to fetch another box of toys. And Grandpa decided to explore. When Grandpa's in Mr. Whoops' shop, he always has the most wonderful time. Because Mr. Whoops' toy shop is Grandpa's favourite place in the whole world. And he always finds something new to play with. Today he found himself next to a little clockwork one-man band. And he couldn't resist setting them off along the shelf.
What? How did you... Who wound you?
Alvin couldn't work out who had set the one-man band off.
Hello?
Grandpa hid, but accidentally knocked a puzzle off the shelf.
What's going on?
But at that moment, who should appear? Mrs. Maridadi. Now, Mrs. Maridadi is always making costumes. In fact, she makes costumes for everyone in Sunny Sands. And today, she'd made some Captain Dumbleswit costumes for Mr. Whoops to wear in his shop. But she wasn't happy.
I don't believe Mr. Whoops isn't here. Why did he choose today to go and visit his mother? He knew I was coming.
Sorry, Mrs. Maridadi. But I'm sure he'll have the costumes.
I'm sure he will, darling. But I need to see if they fit.
Well, then, you'd better come back another day. When he's here.
Oh, no, no, that will never do. Come here, darling. Let me take a closer look at you.
Grandpa knew she was up to something.
You're about the same size as Mr. Whoops. He's a bit wobblier than you in some places, but...
But what?
But you can try the costumes on, darling.
And now he knew what it was.
And if they fit you, they're sure to fit Mr. Whoops. Oh, don't stand there with your jaw on the floor, darling. Come on.
So, Mrs. Maridadi took Alvin out to the back with her basket of costumes. And before long, he was dressed like this. Panica the pot plant.
Oh, darling, though I say it myself, it is the perfect Panica costume.
Grandpa just couldn't help laughing.
Well, go on. Do the actions. Whoa!
Wow.
Oh, more oomph, darling, more oomph. Whoa!
But Mrs. Maridadi hadn't finished. Oh no! Soon she had poor Alvin dressed like this. Doojit!
Now that, darling, that is spectacular.
Doojit, of course, is Captain Dumbleswit's alien pet.
You look more like Doojit than Doojit. Well, go on, darling. Do the Doojit jiggle.
So Mrs. Maridadi did the jiggle, and Alvin tried, and Grandpa joined in.
More oomph.
So Alvin did the jiggle with more oomph, but it wasn't over for him yet. There was more to come. Soon Mrs. Maridadi had Alvin dressed like this. An alien poodle.
Oh, yes. Oh, perfect. Now, howl, darling. The alien poodle's howl of the moon, remember? Like this. Yo! Go on.
Yo!
Oh.
Look, I really don't.
No, much more oomph, darling. Yo!
Yo!
Not so much oomph, darling. You're not an alien wolf, you're an alien poodle. Right. I'm going to fold everything up for Mr. Whoops.
Meanwhile, back at home, I was worried about how I was going to get Grandpa back. I needed a plan. Mum, don't you think we just ought to check on Alvin?
Absolutely, Jason. We'll go now. He didn't want any help, but I think he might quite like a lift home in Campo.
Brilliant! My plan had worked. So off I went with Mum to the toy shop. Meanwhile, Alvin couldn't wait to get out of his alien poodle costume. But just then, in came Floyd, Dora and Shani.
Yeah, very funny.
Why are you dressed as a poodle? Oh, can you go yow?
Just stop, okay? Stop. It's not funny.
It's the funniest thing.
Alvin was not going to be taken seriously dressed as a poodle. And just then...
Help! I had a little accident.
And at that moment, this happened.
I've got bells on me legs, I've got cymbals on me knees, and I play me little tune by giving this a squeeze. I do it on me own, I don't need a helping hand. No, I do it all alone because I'm a one-man band. I can sing, I can play, I can march the day away. Yes, I'm a one-man band.
Whoa, it sings.
Got attacked by a party box!
Grandpa didn't want Mrs. Maridardi to see him. Not yet.
Terrible crashing and singing.
It was a one-man band.
The clockwork toy. It was right there. It was right there. It was marching and singing. You're giving me a headache. Go, all of you, go.
I'll get you some water.
While Alvin was getting the water, Grandpa seized his chance. He had to get rid of Mrs. Maridardi, so Alvin wouldn't have to try on any more costumes.
I've got bells on me legs, I've got cymbals on me knees, and I play me little tune by giving this a squeeze. I do it on me own, I don't need a helping hand. No, I do it all alone because I'm a one-man band. I can sing, I can play, I can march the day away. Yes, I'm a one-man band.
Mrs. Maridardi was amazed. But when Grandpa jumped down and started to march around the floor, it was all too much for her.
I can sing, I can play,
Stop
I can
it!
march the
Stop
day
it, you
away.
little
Yes,
music
I'm a
man! Stop!
Man
No!
band.
There's a clockwork one-man band crashing and squeezing and chasing.
I saw Grandpa disappear behind the doll's house. But then...
Oh, Alvin, how very original.
Well, you know, I wanted to give the kids some fun. They loved it. Yo!
Well, goodness, you didn't need any help after all. Well, the least I can do is help you with that chair.
When Mum and Alvin went out the back, Grandpa came out of his hiding place. He was back in his own clothes. I quickly picked him up. Time to get you home, Grandpa.
I was wondering when you were going to turn up to help. I can't do it all on my own, you know.
And put him in my pocket. Alvin got out of his alien poodle costume and came home with us in Campo. When we arrived, I ran ahead in front of the others. I put Grandpa down, he whipped off his shrinking cap and came back to his normal size.
Oh, thanks for coming to get me, Jason. I'd never have got home if it hadn't been for you. I knew he'd never manage on his own.
It's teamwork, Grandpa.
Teamwork.
Hi, Grandpa. Didn't need any help. Told you I wouldn't.
Oh, you managed all on your own, did you?
Yep.
Like a one-man band, eh? I can sing, I can play, I can march the day away. Yes, I'm a one-man band.
I've heard that somewhere before.
Yes, but with a little more oomph, I suppose.